All right, so I'm going to create a assembly to show you how to put together nuts and bolts. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to insert our parts, and I'm going to insert these three parts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the blue and the gray part rotating between the two blue parts. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mate them together, but first we're going to fix this first one in place, and then we're going to do a mate constraint, revolute mate. So I'm going to do a revolute mate. This point, hold shift, click on the point. With this point here, hold shift, click on the point. Now I'm just going to solve it. You can continue doing these. You don't have to stop and solve and do other stuff. So this is going to rotate in between there. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do I'm going to do an offset mate constraint. So let's go ahead and hide this, just so you can see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do offset. So I'm going to go. I'm going to do a fasten mate. Fasten mate. I'm going to fasten this to this, but it's going to be offset. It's going to be offset in the Z direction. It's going to be negative 0.125. So it moves out. So at least I have that space. The reason why I did a fasten mate is so that the part stays in place. You don't necessarily have to do a fasten mate if you have something connecting them at the bottom. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I just did a fasten mate. So what you're going to see is that this piece, this gray piece, rotates in between those two pieces. This would be fine and dandy if we were going to not add screws, but we're going to need to add screws, nuts, and bolts to this. So I'm going to show you how to add screws, nuts, and bolts to it right now. So what you're going to do now is you're going to insert a screw into this hole. And the way you're going to insert the screws, you're going to go to insert, and you want to go to standard content. Make sure it's set to ISO, bolts and screws, socket head screws, and then you want a hex socket head cap screw, ISO. We're going to be using M4 screws, and the length is in millimeters, so you can decide on what length you're going to use. I believe that's a 14 millimeter length that I'm going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and I can click on this profile if I want, click on insert, and it will automatically put it in the hole that's made there. All right, so there's my M4 screw. I'm going to go ahead and click the check mark. Now I have to put a nut on the other side, so I have to put the matching nut. So next, we're going to go ahead and do insert, and then standard content, ISO nuts, hex nuts is what we want, and we're going to do the matching M4 nut. I'm going to find the part I want to insert it on, profile I want to insert it on, and then I'm going to go over to the part, hold shift, and then insert the nut. So now I have my M4 nut and my M4 screw. All right, what you'll see is that it still rotates with the screw in place.